Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Noles will kick this away to get us going here. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Utah. He just sprints into the end zone. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now they get set to kick it away.
Utah 7, Florida State 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Caught quickly. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Can he make it to the marker? Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. It's a quarterback keeper, and he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the out route.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were. They were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receiver in motion now. And there's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Back to throw. It's Kromenhoek. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Utah offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. You've seen you're able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Utes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Tailback with another carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Utes will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Finds his receiver, that's enough for the first down. Brought down at the 40, that'll be a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They'll run it from the gun. It's a short game, but look at that.
With the carry
Into the football.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick catch. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
They'll pass in the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 50. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last drive they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? It's a run to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Important second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Love how the slot receiver sets this route up. When he gets to the stem, he gives a little shoulder fake to the outside and hits that slant for a nice gain.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And it's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Utes offense takes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. A change of direction. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Utes come up to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
The Utes will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Hot over the middle. It's Washington. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The RPO caught to the right. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now.
That makes the score. Utah 14, Florida State 10.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. They'll tackle him at the 27. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Offense getting set. It's second down. Crossing the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the Noles pick up enough for a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Heading left after the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Noles will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Utah offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here's the handoff on a counter. Jukes to get free. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. The Utes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Off the play fake on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 35. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. Looks to the left, pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Florida State, 10.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Utah offense takes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. And the Utes will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. Touchdown, Knowles. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Looking downfield, it's Kromenhoek. This is caught. Could be an important two-point conversion to get within a field goal during the late stages. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter and set something up downfield.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. The Utes will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, the ball on the ground. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Boy, what a turn of events. I'm sure the punting team's offense is thrilled to be getting back out on the field right now after they were gifted an extra possession.
And the Utes offense takes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Motion now from the tight end. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the pick-6. Touchdown, Florida State.
Oh, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returning, trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Utah offense takes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. And the Utes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense really clicking here. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Timeout, Florida State.
First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Utah offense takes the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Makes the grab. It's Washington. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Tries the right with a quick throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
To the wideout. Out of bounds. At the 31. First down for the offense.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lets it go quickly. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.